Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard Count Recap. I'm Cobra. Uh, this is pretty awkward, I know. Welcome back to being a solo act on the recap show, but yeah, it is what it is. Week 9 is officially in the books, and it was a very interesting and exciting Week 9 to be sure. Before we get into Week 9, want to give a special shout out to uh, our broadcasters yesterday, not yesterday, but last week on the hard count. Keith, Kat, and Billy, thank you for joining me for Week 9, making our bold predictions. And I hope you weren't taking our advice because I gotta say we were 75% on pretty much all of our picks. It was pretty hard to decide who was the main winner, but by RNG, the winners were myself and Keith. So if you if you took my pick and you took Keith's picks, you probably would have made out well. But if you didn't, oh well, there's always next week, which is Saturday. Or rather, next time, which is Saturday. Excuse me. So, like I said, week 9's in the books, and let us, of course, start with Thursday night football as the Baltimore Ravens outclassed and trounced the Miami Dolphins 28-6. The Denver Broncos traveled to Houston and made sure that the Stampede was theirs as the Broncos defeated the Houston Texans 18-15. And unfortunately, Houston, it seems like your season might be bye-bye because CJ Stroud is out with a concussion. Fun. Might be the end. Might be the end of the Stroud's dominance in the AFC South. Unfortunately. Speaking of the AFC South, we had an upset as the Indianapolis Colts got defeated by the Yinzers, aka the Pittsburgh Steelers, 27-20. The Colts were favored by 3.5 points on that one, but Pittsburgh managed to pull the upset. Denver was also not the favorite as well. Houston was favored by 1.5. Minnesota also upset the Detroit Lions 27-24. Detroit was favored in this one by 9.5 points. This was a week full of upsets because once again there was another upset on the docket. The Carolina Panthers upset the Green Bay Packers, a 13.5 point favorite, by the way, 16-13. Wow. But returning back to normalcy, the San Francisco 49ers defeated the New York Football Giants 34-24. Yeah, sorry. The Chicago Bears managed to perform the game of the week this week, 47-42 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco proving he's still got it. The Atlanta Falcons can't get out of their way as they fall to the New England Patriots 24-23. This is clearly not the worst score differential between these two teams. Nope, not at all. 28-3 joke here. The Los Angeles Chargers failed to meet their spread as they defeated the Tennessee Titans 27-20. The Chargers were also 9.5 point favorites, and they failed to do so. The LA Rams had the highest spread margin. They were 14.5 point favorites, and they defeated the New Orleans Saints 34-10. The Jacksonville Jaguars failed to live up to expectations as they defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 30-29. 2.5 point. The Jaguars were favored by 2.5 points. and they failed to meet that margin. But Cam Little made sure to defeat famous women respecter Justin Tugger's record of 67 yards by going 68 yards. Ooh, so close. So close. And of course, my game of the week, the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, the game every NFL purist was looking for, the next generation Brady Manning. The Buffalo Bills still have the Chiefs number in the regular season, but can this translate to January success? They defeated the Chiefs 28-21. They upset the Chiefs. The Chiefs were actually favored by 2.5. The Seattle Seahawks flew in and dashed the Washington Commanders' hopes and dreams as they soundly flew by and took a crap on every single one of their cars, 38-14. And finally, the Monday Night Football game, the Arizona Cardinals made us all laugh at the Dallas Cowboys, 27-17. Dallas was favored by 2.5 points. This week, but we will talk about the trade deadline on Saturday night's episode of the Hard Count for Week 9. This is only in yards. This is not in carries. This is not receptions. This is just, hey, this is how far they've thrown, how far they run, how far they caught it. All right. So the best yardage quarterback in this league. And by the way, I will say this before I reveal it. If you told me this quarterback was going to be leading the way in yards passing at Week 9, I would have called you a liar, because there is no way I would have believed it, because Indiana Jones, Daniel Diapers, Danny Derps, Daniel Jones is leading the way with 2,404 yards passing. Right behind him is Justin Herbert with 2,390 yards. In third place is, of course, Patrick Frank Mahomes, a.k.a. Roger Goodell's favorite new fuckboy. 2,349 yards. In fourth place, we have Dak Prescott with 2,319 yards. In fifth place, hey, Drake, heard you like him young. Drake May with 2,285 yards. I'm sorry, anyone who has a Drake as their first name, I got to do the Kendrick Lamar. Sorry. In sixth, we have Matthew Stafford still slinging it with 2,147 yards. In seventh place is Sam Darnold, 2,084 yards. See, maybe the problem was the Jets. In eighth, we have Jordan Love with 2,071 yards. In ninth, we have old man Joe Flacco with 2,069 yards. Nice. And finally, in the 10th spot is Bo Nix with 1,976 yards of passing. Let's go. And for our rushing leaders, in first place, we have Jonathan Taylor with 895 yards. In second, let James Cook with 867 yards. Unchanged from last week. In third, Rico Dowdle, 735 yards. In fourth, Javonte Williams with 716. In fifth, we have J.K. In sixth, it's Derrick Henry, that is, with 629 yards. In 7th place is Devin Achane with 606 yards. In 8th, we have Travis Etienne with 598. In 9th, we have famous starter dater Christian McCaffrey with 596 yards. And in 10th, Bijan Robinson with 595 yards. And for receiving, in first place, we have Jackson Smith-Jigba with 948 yards. He is the top receiver and has been a consistent top receiver this whole season. In second place, we have Jamar Chase with 831 yards. In third, we have George Pickens with 764 yards. I hate to say it, George Pickens has the nutritional value of a donut. He gets you a ton of yards, but when it comes to actually winning games, he doesn't do it. Yes, a lot of calories, but they're all empty. Puka Nacua is in fourth with 711 yards. Justin Jefferson with 649 yards. The Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, with 635 yards. Once again, making an appearance on the list is famous starter dater Christian McCaffrey with 626 yards. Then in 8th place, we have Devin Smith with 588 yards, Then Drake London with 587, and Jalen Denny Waddle with 586 yards. And that is it for Week 9. Week 9 is officially in the books. Would like to give a special shout out to our other podcasts on this list. And that would be The Hard Count, which had its final episode of the season yesterday. So please give them a listen. They do a great job covering NASCAR and auto racing. Passing the Pigskin with Billy from Newt City. We had a situation going on with Tyler. He has taken a bit of a leave of absence, so he will not be co-hosting Passing the Pigskin with Billy. And we also have the Dirt and Turf podcast. Our final episode is this Friday of the Dirt and Turf podcast. So be tuned for that as we say farewell to the baseball season until February. We also have Biscuits and Penalties, our ice hockey podcast. We talk about everything NHL, even in the minor league systems. So be on the listen for that as well on Friday. And of course, Saturday, The Hard Count, our NFL podcast. We will definitely be talking about the trade deadline on The Hard Count. So give us a listen on Saturday night at 8:30. And of course, our wrestling podcast, The Hand Down Beatdown, next week, not this week, but next Sunday. We will be breaking down all things pro wrestling, especially the egregiousness that they are doing over in WWE. So that is it for the Hard Count recap. I am Cobra. On behalf of Handed Down Sports Media, I say thank you, and we'll see you on the field. Set up!